Hey everybody, it's Gardner. I was sitting down to write out and do my how to write music, how to literally write music for video. When I don't know if I'm having a crisis or maybe I'm just having one of those nights. I don't really know what's going on in my head, but I wanted to just talk to you while I had this second of clarity to say, hey, maybe it would be beneficial to just get out the camera and talk a little bit. I'm just having a lot of thoughts. I'm going to try to organize them best I can. I hope they make sense. Well, you know what? I think it'd be a shorter list to go through what I'm not. I'm not depressed. So I'm not making a video where I'm like, oh God, I'm depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm not angry. I'm not confused. I'm not worried. I'm not anxious. I think I'm just tired, like really tired. I had a really tough week this week. This was a really tough week. A lot more hours in the restaurant than I normally do. And that got me thinking about how can I make more money? And here's the funny thing about money. It doesn't make you happy. It doesn't make you fulfilled. It's just necessary for paying bills, really. And I don't really see the point in, I don't really know what the goal is, you know? So I've been watching a couple of YouTubers post videos lately, most notably one of my favorite channels, Glove and Boots, posting a video about how basically their whole data structure, the whole way they're posting videos and the view counts and everything are just going down the tubes. And I realized that's sort of happening to me too. I don't really know if this is YouTube's fault or if it's my fault or what's going on, but it just seems like the engagement and the view numbers have been declining over the past couple of weeks. I don't know if it's that I'm just not releasing every day anymore so there's no reason for people to check the channel, but it seems to be in contrast with the amount of subscribers I'm gaining. The amount of subscribers I'm gaining is going up every day at a pretty rapid pace. I just crossed 3,500 today, which is pretty awesome. And normally I'd be celebrating, but I don't really know what that means. When I started posting regularly last year, I was like, oh man, when I hit X number of subscribers, I'm gonna make it. And I never really defined what that is. Like, what does make it look like? Like, what is that? What does that mean even? And this really has to do with Patreon. It's kind of stressing me out. The amount of like things I've promised, the amount of like stuff I've promised on Patreon in order to keep that money coming in. You know, the sample pack a month and the EP a month, and all these dates really are just totally contrary to what I said I was going to do when I was done with 365. I said when I'm done with 365, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna write quality music, and I'm gonna, do things as they come to me. And that'll be that. And really, the only reason I didn't pursue that as hard as I wanted to or should have is because I was afraid that people would pull their support on Patreon and then I wouldn't have enough money. But here's the thing. I can put in more hours at the restaurant and earn more money. So, this is such a jumbled mess of thoughts. I'm sorry. I'm trying to organize this. Basically, I'm feeling too much pressure. I'm feeling too much pressure to do something when I really don't have a clear idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel a lot of pressure to put out an EP every month, and we're only into the second month, and that's what I'm saying is like, I want to be able to stop this now before it turns into something bigger and more scary and harder to deal with. I'm basically saying I don't think this format is going to work anymore. What I want to do, and just hear me out and leave me a comment down below, what I want to do is take off the per month qualifications. I don't want to have to promise that I'm going to do something every month. It's arbitrary. It's totally arbitrary. Why can't I just post something when it's done? This is how I felt about 365 at the very end of 365. It was too much pressure. I didn't produce things that were quality by the end of it when I started to realize that I was just doing things half-assed all the time. And it's like, why am I doing that? And it's because I have this idea that I need to make some sort of mad dash to independence, that I have to have some sort of like musical independence, that I have to be, full-time music, like that's the dream. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm realizing now is like, I don't have a plan for what I'm going to do once I get that. What would I do? The same thing? More of the same? I mean, that's what I'm saying is I'm fine right now. I'm okay. If I need more money, I put in more hours. That's the end of it. And I work on music when I get the chance, but I don't like the looming deadline, you know? And I totally made myself do it. Nobody's telling me I have to do this other than me. So I guess in that sense, I'm the one creating the problem. I'm not done with Whitey. I'm not done with the Whitey EP. It's not going to be ready for the end of October. I'm not going to release it until it's done either. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to have to be such an edgelord about it. Son of a... I guess I'm having one of those moments where I'm like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to do? I don't even know what this channel is anymore. Like, it's all... And that is so melodramatic. I don't really know what I want this channel to be. It was 365. 365 is done. Now what? You know? That's what I'm still there. I'm still in August. I'm still going, now what? Views? Am I just going for views? Am I going for money? I mean, what would I do when... That's what I'm saying is, what would I do when I get the money? What do I do then? Go on tour? I don't want to go on tour. I've been on tour. I've been with other people who are on tour. Tour sucks. I hate going on tour. I don't want to go play music for people. I don't want to be... You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be on stage. It's not fun. At least it's not fun sober. It's just not. It's not fun. Like... You get on stage, everyone's on drugs, everybody's having a good time, and you're just sitting there like, I hope I don't mess up, and it's just an hour and a half of stress for like maybe $500, and that sucks. I don't know. I don't want to write music for people in a studio because there's just constant criticism. It's not art. I mean, what I really want to do is just be free to make my own art all the time. I want to do crazy projects, and that's it. The end of it, you know? Oh yeah. I want to make like 365, like that is me. That's totally me. Like the idea of like, I'm gonna do something nuts. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna release a song every day. Fuck yeah, do it. That's where my head goes. I love that kind of thing. Like, that's what I want to do. Is just the crazy stunts. The crazy, stupid stunts with music. You know, like buying a pair of Hot Wheels speakers. Can I use these to master a song? That's what I want to do. I want to do more how to write music literally. But I don't think people are enjoying it. I don't think anybody's liking this season. Or at least it doesn't seem that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the numbers just don't add up. And this don't hear this as a cry for more like likes and favorites and shares. No, the accounting side of my brain, like that side of my brain's going, the numbers aren't adding up. Like, you have lots more subscribers than you did 2 or 3 months ago, but no one's watching the vids. That's what I'm thinking about all the time, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy to think that way. Here's the thing: the how to write music videos, those would be so much more effective if I had more time to put them together. Like, normally I put them together in like 24 hours, but there's a lot of points I miss in terms of teaching and a lot of things I could expand on. I mean, there's a lot of teaching that I do in my lessons that doesn't really translate into my videos very well. And I want to put that in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the best glitch hop producer. I'm not the best producer, period. But I'm a decent composer. And I have a lot of knowledge to share about the way music works. Historical context is like a big deal to me, and I have a lot of information to share about that. Whether or not it's a dying art is a whole separate discussion. Whether or not this is pointless is a whole separate discussion. Yeah, basically these deadlines are arbitrary. I'm going to write better music if I don't have to worry about a deadline, and I'm going to make better videos if I don't have to worry about when I'm putting out a video. I'm just going to start to do a video when I have time. I'm starting to pick up a lot of freelance work, and I don't have time now to do that and work a job and do videos 3 times a week, right? Coffee Time is here to stay. I love that show. That's not going anywhere. So the live streams are staying. I love that stuff. Coffee Time is one of my favorite times of the week. I'm going to make a post about this on Patreon. So if any of you all are patrons, I'll make this a public post. Just talk to me. I've gained some patrons. I've lost some patrons. I'm about to change up the requirements. It's not going to be a monthly thing. For those of you who are subscribed to me on Patreon at the student level, I'll still be doing a lesson a month. That's not going to change because I love teaching. So for those of you who are supporting me on Patreon at the student level, you're not going to be affected by this. It's the people who are supporting me at the $10 level, the $4 level, where I promise the sample packs every month, where I've promised an EP every month. I'm going to continue to give you sample packs and continue to give you EPs, but I cannot do it every month because that arbitrary deadline is only going to make me feel resentful, and it's going to negatively impact the quality of the art that I want to make. I can't just get a new chainsaw every month. Like, there's going to be periods in time where I don't have an idea, and I'd rather not put something out than put out something half-assed ever again. I'm having to choose between doing things half-assed and pulling it back a little bit and worrying about my quality. Every time I pull it back and worry about quality, it's been a good decision. So actually, you know what? I was able to organize my thoughts here. I'm gonna release videos when I am able to release videos. The schedule thing is it's just not for me. Never has been. If I lose some subscribers over this, if I lose some support on Patreon, that sucks. But imagine if I waited 3 more months before having this realization. I'd be more stressed out and more animated. I'd probably be more visceral too. I'd be yelling, and we'd be doing another Garden Sound red vid, where I get real mad and put the thumbnail red. Yeah, do one of those videos. No, this isn't that. I'm thinking pretty clear-headedly here. I'm not blaming anybody for this. This is just something that has to happen. This is the natural course of things. When something isn't working, you fix it and you move on. Sorry, I forgot to make this announcement on Coffee Time the other day, but I will be live streaming a talk this Friday at the Governor's School for the Arts and Humanities. I'll be talking about YouTube, new media, and just what my journey has been like over the past year plus. If you're down to listen to that, I'll be live streaming that at 12:30, not noon. So this Friday is going to be a little bit weird, and then next Friday we'll be right back with Coffee Time. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I will be back to making videos, and I'll be putting those out when they're finished. That is my new mantra. It will be out when it's finished. As always, my name's Garden Sound, and until I see you again, I hope all of my smoochers have a good evening. Take care.